everybody, Peter Vaughn from Cardboard Alchemy here with another game you should play. And this month we're featuring Space Base from publisher AEG and by designer John Clair. We love this game, so we want to talk about it. Now what we do in these is we cover for about 5 minutes what we think makes a game great and why you should play it if you haven't already. And we also give you a chance to win the signed copy of this game. And normally we do that over a course of a month. It's kind of late in November, so we're going to make this contest all of November and December. So until the end of the year, you can win a signed copy of Space Base if you comment on this video and subscribe to our channel. Now the comments could be anything like, what other John Clair games you like, what other sci-fi games you like, what other dice rolling games, or anything that we talk about here. As long as you leave a comment and you're subscribed, you have a chance to win a signed copy of Space Base from John Clair. So now let's talk about this game. It is no coincidence that we're bringing you a sci-fi game in November because Cardboard Alchemy happens to have a live Kickstarter for an awesome sci-fi game called Mission Catastrophe. And there's something in common between these two games. You see, they both have 2d6 and they both rely on gameplay related to that probability. So in Mission Catastrophe, you might roll 2 dice and get a 7, and that means that you can count on that room being damaged, and you know that will happen more often than, say, 2. In Space Base, it's a little bit more complex than that. John does a really good job of making it just not about two dice, but you actually get to pick either the sum of the dice or the individual dice, which actually weights the bottom a little bit more. You're going to see more action on your 1 than you would otherwise, and it makes the 10 through 12 kind of harder to get. And he's balanced it so that the ships that you're activating in sort of the higher numbers have a totally different value and spin on them. There's a lot of nuance here. So let's talk about what makes this game great. First of all, the clever use of cards is out there because there's these little tiny, they're bridge cards, or they're smaller than the bridge cards, but they've got a lot on them because they've got an area that is just for you, and then they've got another area that is actually what you flip over when you're done with a ship. So, for example, if you have a ship on your number 6 slot and it's paying you out 3 money every time a 6 hits, there's also a red section that is what it pays you when you upgrade that ship, when you get a new 6 card that's even better than the last 6 card. Your old 6 card flips over and now goes slotted under your board, and it is available to you whenever someone else rolls a 6. So the cards are useful in 2 ways, and it's really satisfying. The next thing I really love about this game is that it's quick. It plays fast. It's 2 to 5. It's a good beginning of game night. It's a good end of game night. It's a pretty easy thing to get a game of Space Base. The next thing I want to talk about is the arc of the game, because in the beginning you're buying just a little bit and you're trying to get your engine going. But by the mid game, you've either decided I'm going to upgrade my 6, 7, and 8. I'm gonna focus all of here. You're starting to see this payoff that is amazing feeling. So at the beginning you can only buy a couple things, but as you go, of course, you can save money. You can gain income, and all of a sudden you're having real power turns. And your shipyard, your collection of ships gets really impressive. Maybe you have 10 cards tucked under your number 9, and you're just waiting for that number 9 to hit. There's a great feeling in this game. Everyone gets to build an engine and watch it either fire before the other person's engine or not. I actually saw John play on a stream one time where he was trying something kind of out there, and he was just hoping for that big payday, and if it had come, he would have won, and otherwise, he's kind of just having fun gambling. So the other thing that I want to talk about is that, and sort of related to this, it rewards on turn and off turn, which is an amazing feeling in a game. So you're, of course, hoping your engine pays off, but you also have that tucked card engine that is on everyone's turn. Imagine a 4-player game and you've got a really great engine on your 3 and someone's just rolling 3s all the time. I mean, you're feeling like, forget your turn, it's the other turns that are amazing. And the last thing I want to talk about is that there's different strategies to this game. There's different numbers to go after. There's cards with charges on them. There's cards that all relate to income. I always try to go for the income strategy, and it doesn't always work, but I love doing it. There's colonies, which are end game ships that you're trying to get, and you can try and, once you buy a colony, which is related to a number, that number you can't upgrade anymore. So I remember one game where I went for colonies really fast. I'll lock my number 1, my number 2, my number 3, because I figured, yeah, I won't use those, and it paid off. It was really interesting to try another strategy. So in a game that's this kind of small and tight, there's actually a lot of different ways to play, and there's saving your money and buying a big on another turn, or there's buying every turn to get as many cards as you can. So there's plenty of ways to play Space Base. We love it. Of course, we're also a big fan of sci-fi games that you roll dice. So if you want to win Space Base, the signed copy of Space Base by John Clair, please subscribe to our channel and comment on this video. Like I said, you can say anything you want. Maybe comments about Mission Catastrophe will be 2 points. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, talk about sci-fi, talk about dice rollers, talk about what your favorite engine building game is, or just say hello. And if you've commented and subscribed, you'll be in the running to win Space Base by the end of the year. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.